G'day guys. Spent a good part of the day getting the noise out of this 5000 detector, and that's it running there at the moment. It's on a gain of 1. It's on the cancel coil. Basically, you can look at the previous video or the last 2 videos where I ran all those detectors side by side, same settings, and the 45s were a lot quieter, even with the high gain version, than the low gain 5000. But I've got the amplifier turned up on this one. It's heaps quieter than what it was. There's a few bursts of interference coming through. It doesn't like these fluoro lights up here, I'll tell you that. If you have a look upwards, we'll go skywards here. We've got a big LED fluoro there, and that's got a switch mode power supply. I've got another one under the bench there, and the worst noise maker is that little one there in the middle. So yeah, so the 5000 has been tamed, and it was a lot of work to tame it. Every supply rail had some noise and jitter on it to some degree, and there was a lot of jitter coming from the feedback circuit for the high voltage clamping. I've stabilized that. I've stabilized the transmitter rails. I've given the input op amps a low impedance, lower frequency ground path on the power supply rails, which improves performance as well. And it's going quite well. It's in normal mode at the moment, and like I say, same settings as before, but it's on a gain of 1. So yeah, I'll wiggle the camera around here a bit. I don't want to go too close because I've got the cancel coil sitting right there. It's looks a little bit skew-if, so it's not going to cancel very well anyway. I should really put that on a piece of board or put a bit of wood behind it. A couple of crosses or something, just to keep the shape. As soon as it goes out of shape, you lose a lot of your cancellation. It just intercepts waves differently and causes noise. But anyway, we'll go to the old trusty 0.1, and like I say, it's on a gain of 1. So yeah, I got the tripod a little bit close to that coil, so I don't want to get any closer than that. Oops, so it does interfere. So it might be unbalancing the coil as well, just because of proximity. I've really got on the wrong angle to do it with this, but it's on par, pretty well on par for 45. A little bit less because of the lower gain in the detector, but if I cranked up the back end gain on this detector, it'd start making. Well, I'll do it anyway. I'll crank up the gain. We'll see what happens. We'll see what sort of noise level we can suffer before our ears start hurting. Okay, that's a gain of 3, gain of 4, gain of 5, gain of 6. It's getting a little bit more chirpy, as you can tell. There we go. It's a gain of 7. It's getting chirpy. So put it back on a 6. It's on a gain of 6. It's still pretty reasonable for inside the room here. Yeah, you can't really tell because the camera's facing directly on to the coil. Yeah, it's coming out. I am introducing noise. But that's probably about 4.5, 5 inches. It's not too bad. And like I say, it's 0.1 on normal mode on a cancel coil. There's a lot of signal cancellation and so forth going on, and we're running low gain. If we get a ring, something like that, I'm over 12 inches away, 13, 14 inches, right in front of the camera. That's good. 11 inches out. Like I say, running low gain, cancel coil. You're not going to get a lot out of it, but you can't run monos a proper mono in this room with all the electrical on. It'll just go completely bonkers. So I'll just put this into cancel mode with the coil, and as you can tell, if I cancel out the signal, the detector's dead quiet. There's no burbles or anything. That's full bore on the audio too, by the way. Let's move this over here. Yeah, I got the audio absolutely full, and if I turn the threshold down, there's just no sound whatsoever. That sounds really good. Actually, if you ever do that, put a coil on a mono coil and put it in cancel mode, you can tell how quiet the internal of the detector is, or the internals. You don't want it sitting there making noise whilst you have a mono in cancel. It should be absolutely dead quiet. So it's one way you can tell. What I'll do, and I'll just stick my head in the way, and I'll put that back on mono. So that's just signals interference, 50 hertz. Monitors, computers on it over there too. It's in sleep mode, but the power supply's still running. So it's doing a good job. I'm pretty impressed about that. And, let's turn the gain right up on it. What have I done? Okay, wrong way. Okay, that's gain of 20. So, mono mode on a cancel coil in the room, running a gain of 20. I mean, that's ridiculous. Even at a gain of 20, let's do a frequency scan. Jesus. You can hear all the noise. There's buckets of interference. But we'll try it. We'll try anything. Very, very good. Just wait for it to settle down. Just see what happens. That's flat out. We've got no more grunt than that. Gain of 20 in the room. See if you can do that yourself with a cancel coil. And not cancel mode, cancel coil in mono. Oh, it's actually quieter. So there it is. We're running a gain of 20. We'll just see how far this thing can detect out at 20. I'll turn it around towards the coil. Well, I'm here. And I don't know where, you can't even see. I'm right near the camera, right, and the camera's a fair way away. And I'm over here, so to line up the coil. Well, I'm getting out level with the camera, so it still picks it up, but you're not going to run a gain of 20, are you? I'll just turn that gain down. I'll just put it back down to 1. It's nice and quiet. Listen to that. After the frequency scan. It's quiet. It's as quiet as the 45s. It's very quiet. So there it is sitting there. I'll just bring the microphone over. I'll unclip the microphone and put it over near the speaker, just so you can hear how quiet this thing is. That's doing damn good. damn good indeed in this noisy environment. Yeah. Well, apart from doing the detector and getting it all running nice, there's been some developments in other areas. Yeah, I'm sort of pretty chuffed about a few things that are happening. I'll just turn that off. See, no one will stay on this video to this point to listen to this. That's why I leave it towards the end. So not many people, except die-hard people who are interested, can find out. But there is movement on the detector front. There's movement on coils. There's movement happening, which is going to excite the detector market. I can't say much more than that at this present time. And it's not my little side projects I'm doing here with the Arduino thing or modified 2100s and all that bizzo. It's nothing to do with that. It's yeah, it's about 10 orders of magnitude larger than that. Yeah, so keep watching, because when it all happens, more than likely I will be the conduit to put it out and give everyone a real shock and a real education. It's going to be very interesting coming up in the next few months. Hopefully, touch wood, pray to God and all that. So, yeah, things are on the move. Things are on the move. And in the meantime, we'll just keep doing these fix-its and upgrades and modifications, and I'll work on the side projects if I get time to do that. You know, I really should get some boards made up, shouldn't I? You know, with all the receiver front end and power, and then hook it up on the Arduino, and it'll make a really good detector just as is. That will, but like I say, that's not the main project. That's just a side thing, and yeah, it's a fraction of what's going to happen. But yeah, some things just at the moment can't be said. We're in secret squirrel mode, and yeah, but you know, I'm a bit like a pressure cooker. You know, I'm sort of full of this, and I'm busting at the seams because it's so exciting. So yeah, I just let a little bit of steam out, eh? And that's your little bit of steam for the time being. But I am not allowed to say too much at all. I could, but you know, I don't want to go and you know, give anyone a heads up, or you know, I can't do that at the moment. Oh God, if you only knew what I knew, I tell you, unbelievable. Anyway, that's that. So that's the 5000 cured. Now, what I was thinking too, with what I've done to the 5000, I might do that to a 45 and just see what the overall improvement on the 45 is. And actually, when I did the test with this cancel coil, the detection distance from what we first had with the noisy 5000, I still got the noisy one down there, the standard, but the actual detection distance has greatly improved, especially with low frequency bypassing on the front op amps of this detector. Yeah, you can go read books on op amps and learn about why you have to do certain things and why you shouldn't do certain things. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know why people don't do particular things in the first place, but they don't. So yeah, it's a little bit more than textbook. So that's the story of the 5000 and whatever else is going on. Anyway, I'm not going to waffle on too long. It's nearly 15 minutes worth. Catch us later.